Back from the break here on 102.7 FM, 1240 AM Outlaw Country. Halftime here at Laurel, Montana. Cole Havens here welcoming you in to the Stumptown Ice Den press box. You can find a halftime update video on Facebook as well. Just search 102.7 Outlaw on Facebook to find the Facebook live update. But anyway, Cole Havens here welcoming you into the Stumptown Ice Den press box as the Whitefish Bulldogs lead the Laurel Locomotives 13-6 at the intermission. Taking a look at the scoring drives, Whitefish a 95-yard drive to open up this game, capped off by a Luke Dalen 2-yard run. Whitefish would lead 7-0 with 4:45 to go in quarter number one. Whitefish would then get the ball back via the punt, and they drove down the field, had Tate Orm in field goal range, a 27-yard field goal, but it was no good as it clanked off the upright. So it was Whitefish 7-0. And then Laurel on the ensuing drive, Bear Barker would come up with an interception, and that put the Dogs in plus territory. Whitefish would then finish off the drive. A Luke Dalen 13-yard touchdown run made it 13-0. Laurel with 2:25 to go in the first half. It was Crew Hunter to his wide receiver Isaac Burt for a 13-yard pop pass to make it 13-6. Whitefish looked like they might have had an opportunity at the end of the half. They had a fake punt called right at the 50, needed 3 yards, and it was a perfectly placed call, perfect timing for it, but the snap just a little errant, a little wide. Dalen had to knock it off his hand, and that little bobble allowed the defense to stop him. And then Whitefish with no timeouts tried to make something happen. Dalen gets tackled down at the Laurel 42 to end the half. But Whitefish up 13-6. Whitefish for the most part dominating offensively. Luke Dalen with just under 90 rushing yards. Cole Moses right about 60. They have 150 plus yards on the ground, do the Whitefish Bulldogs. They have Dalen on the passing game, it looks like right about 4 of 7 for about 49 yards through the air. So Whitefish hovering right about 200 yards of total offense in the first half. They've been penalized a couple of times for 25 yards, do have the interception. Laurel, that one driver, they got the score. That's where you saw them offensively kind of get things going. Curtis Fox had the big run. He's got 7 for about 28, but for a guy who averages over 100 a game, who has 1,240 on the year, 28, that might be one of his lowest outputs this season. The quarterback Hunter, who runs it a few times, has 129 yards on the ground. He's got -1, did convert a QB sneak. Hunter through the air. He's got 14. He's got 30 yards through the air. Does Hunter to Burt for the touchdown would be the 30, but only about 30 yards through the air, and they only have about 50 or 60 total yards. Whitefish, you look at the yardage game, is pretty much dominated. You look up at the scoreboard, 13-6. That's playoff football for you. As Whitefish, they've left 4 points on the board. Could be 17-6, but that's neither here nor there. It's been a battle. It's been physical. These two teams going at it. These two teams battling it out. All right, with that, we're going to take another quick timeout. When we come back, I'll take a look at the rest of Class A and see if we can get any score updates for you. Then we'll hear from one of the Whitefish Bulldogs linebackers and running backs, Jordan Harmon, who I caught up with early this week prior to the start of this ball game. You are listening to 102.7 FM, 1240 AM Outlaw Country. Continuing on with the Whitefish Credit Union halftime report after this. Back from the break here on 102.7 FM, 1240 AM Outlaw Country, as your Whitefish Bulldogs are headed to the Class A semifinal round, where they will take on the winner of the Frenchtown Broncs and Lewistown Eagles. My goodness, the Whitefish Bulldogs come into Laurel and upset the number one team out of the Central. Laurel played in the state championship last year. They were the runner-ups a year ago, and the Whitefish Bulldogs come into their home turf, the 6.5-hour drive down the interstate all the way to Laurel. They practice in Bozeman, and for this team, for this group of guys, couldn't be more happy for them. I mean, I am just humbled to be able to be the one to bring you this broadcast. I don't do any of the work. They do all the work, but what a team to follow. What a team to be a part of. What a group of guys. I mean, they are such an easy group to root for. You want it so bad for them, and they come in and upset number one Laurel out of the Central, coming off a bye from last week, and they win 27-20, and they win it they force turnovers. They score late after Laurel scores to tie up the game. They don't bat an eye. They force a turnover on downs, and then they close it out on fourth down, going for it to win it. We'll try to get Coach and any of the players that we can. I'll be buying my fiance a big steak for dinner, because she's the one down there in that pile. If there's any fans down there that may or may not have their earbuds in, they're listening, please send your son up, send Bear Barker up, send Jake Thu up, Cole Moses, Aaron Anderson, Luke Dalen, Vlad Shestak, any one of them. I'd love to talk with one and all of them. I've got a Facebook Live video going on, but let's go ahead and recap this game. There is a lot to recap. It was a fun back and forth. I mean, this was a playoff game, and this had everything you want a playoff game to have. Whitefish scored first in this one, a 95-yard drive capped off by a Luke Dalen 2-yard touchdown run. It took 7 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock on that opening drive, and Whitefish led 7-0 early. Tate Orman then missed a 27-yard field goal with 10:35 to go in the second. It stayed 7-0. Bear Barker interception would then lead to Whitefish's next touchdown, a 13-yard run by Luke Dalen after that interception made it 13-0. In the second quarter, right before the half, Laurel would then score a Crew Hunter to Isaiah Burt, 16-yard pop pass to make it 13-6. That was the score at the half. Second half had everything. Whitefish would kick off. They forced the fumble, recover the fumble, and then Vlad Shestak, a 38-yard run to score to make it 22-6. But then Whitefish, after Whitefish's drive, Hunter to Burt, 44 yards, 20-13. Couple of turnovers later, Laurel would score again. This time Curtis Fox, a 4-yard run, made it 20-all, and that was right at the start of the fourth quarter. And then the Dogs, they don't blink. They've been in this situation right against Big Fork. They had it against Columbia Falls. We saw it against Hamilton earlier in the year, but that went against Big Fork. The momentum from that Butte Central game last week, they don't bat an eye. They then take a 5-minute drive or so and cap it off with a Luke Dalen 20 or 13-yard run to make it 27-20. And then the defense. Laurel was making a drive. They have it 4th and 4 at the, where were they? The 26, at the Whitefish's 26. Needed 4. And the Whitefish defense, they basically dropped 8 and rushed 3. And Crew Hunter eventually got to the point where he had to scramble and run. He takes off, and he misses it by, if you're watching on video, that much. He missed it by centimeters. Whitefish takes over, and Laurel has no timeouts, and Whitefish gets the 2 first downs. They get a couple of penalties that backs him up. They I think, converted twice on third down. They converted on fourth down on the final drive. And with that final conversion on that fourth down to get them into plus territory, they run down the clock. And they end up winning 27-20. I mean, what a gutsy win. What a way to come on the road and get that win. I can see my fiance down there trying to get some of the guys up here. We'll get Coach. Yeah, here we go. Looks like we got some coming up. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'll be buying my fiance a big steak. If you see my fiance, Brittany Brown, down there, if you ever see her around town, please thank her for all she does. Half of what I'm able to bring you is because of what she's able to help me with, from photos to videos to these post-game interviews. I'm not the one that gets these guys up here. She's the one that gets down there and gets these guys up here, as we got a bunch of them coming on up here, as we'll get just a bunch of them on the headset here. Man. Okay, we might have too many coming up now. But, oh my goodness, I got plenty to talk about here with these guys. As should we go one at a time or get you as a group? How about one at a time, and we'll just go a little quick spurt, so that way you guys can celebrate and everything. Because it looks like I got 5 of them coming up here. So we'll get Luke Dalen for those of you that are listening on the radio first. For those listening on Facebook Live, you can also watch on there. Let me make sure that mic is on. Luke, you guys are going to the semis.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are.
How does that feel?
It's emotional, and I'm not a crier, but I'll be honest, I cried after we won that.
Talk to me about that game-winning drive. These guys, the blocking up front, to be able to convert the way you did, to close it out that way. How impactful was that?
Right. Well, we got tired, but we didn't let that affect our game. We pushed through, and there's things that you face adversity and you get tired, and you just push through and you keep going because you're a dog, and that's what those guys are. They're dogs.
You guys put the dog in dogs tonight.
Yes,
I mean, talk about, you come out, you get that early lead. Obviously, you knew Laurel's not going to back down, right? They're the number 1 team. They tie it up, but it feels like being in that situation, the Big Fort game and everything, you guys don't bat an eye. Talk to me about that touchdown drive to get you back the lead, and how, I guess, it looked like you guys were just calm and composed that whole drive.
Right. Well, we were. We came out to shoot confident and believing that we could win this game, and nobody else outside of that locker room believed we could win this game, but that's all that matters. Except for this guy. But that's all that matters, because at the end of the day we play, and yeah, we believed in each other, and yeah.
I mean, again, and we talked about last week against Butte Central, this week against Laurel, total team effort. Everyone kind of puts their hand in the cookie jar, right? Bear Barker with the interception to get you guys the lead, to be able to extend the lead. Vlad G-Stack, a few ender. I mean, again, a total team effort, right?
Right. Well, I wish we could have the whole team up here doing the interview, right? Because
that might put a little too much pressure on me.
It really is a team effort, from the scout team to the best players and the worst players, and it just really is a team effort, and everybody contributes. So that's what this team does. Everybody does their role, and yeah.
I got to say something a little selfish here. I've called state championships before in Wyoming, but to be able to come home and call this game and broadcast this game for you, this is right up here. It might be top 2, top 3 most special games I've ever got to cover. So I want to say thank you to you guys first and foremost.
Appreciate you, Cole. I mean, you're great. Coming to all our games and supporting, and the long drive. So appreciate it.
Little bit of a drive. Speaking of which, I'll be going down to Cody that's where I moved back from. So go see them. Cool. I think they won their semifinal game tonight. But anyway, back to you guys, because this is about you guys, not me. Talk to me about this, the team camaraderie, the fans who come here. You talk about it all week, one more type of thing. What does it mean to know, hey, we get to go practice in 30-degree weather on Monday?
Right. It's special, man. All these guys coming down, and yeah, it's like, we get a good play, and you look up and the crowd's roaring, and you're like, wait a minute, are we home? But no, we just got a bunch of guys traveling with us, and yeah, it's really special.
How about the send-off from the Pin and Q? What did that mean for you guys?
Well, yeah, those guys are great down there. They volunteered to do something special for us, and the town of Whitefish just backs the football team, and that's really special. They just really back the Whitefish sports, and everybody wants to be a part. And when you're doing things the right way, everybody wants to hop on the boat and go with you. So yeah, it's fun.
Luke, you're playing for the Class A state semifinals next week. How's that sound?
You know, it's unreal, man. I to think of all the things that we've gone through and think of all the hard things that, you know, I felt like I've had to do and face adversity. It just feels unreal to me. But yeah, it's gonna be special for sure.
Congratulations. Enjoy the bus ride home. Go get to practice on Monday, and good luck.
Get to work.
Exactly. Exactly. Perfect. Let's get over to one of your big guys up front here next.
Appreciate it, Cole.
I didn't even stand up.
I'm so happy for you guys. I don't think I can express to words how happy I am for you guys. If you'd mind putting that on too for me, please. Little for the video, so folks, so when your mom goes back and watches this, she can actually hear you.
Yeah, she's actually in Mexico right now.
Shout out to mom in Mexico.
Oh, yeah, right?
Hopefully she's listening from Mexico.
Oh, she is. She's our #1 fan. You know?
That's awesome. Yeah. Sam, take me through. You hear about all the time in sports. The O-line, they never get the credit, right? You guys do all the dirty work. And that last drive right there is why you're an O-lineman, right? Take me through that last first down to seal it.
Oh, man. I mean, it's just not backing down, you know, just putting body on body. Everybody doing their 1/11th. It's, you know, just believing in our quarterback and him believing in us. You know, it was beautiful. Just let all glory be to God, man. It was awesome.
How did you shut down one of the best running backs, not in just Class A, but in the entire state?
I mean, honestly, just putting my head in the dirt and just working, you know, trying to pick up two guys and letting our linebackers fill the gaps. It was just not getting moved. It was awesome.
I can't tell you how many times I think Jake Thu getting through the line, Leo Bungener obviously getting through the line, this dude behind you, Aaron Anderson, Cole Moses, I think I call his name on just about every single play. To have every guy have a hand in this, how special is that?
Oh, man. It's beautiful. You know, this is what we asked for. Like, this is literally what we work for. And all year I just came to this, and even on the field, you know, like on that fourth down conversion when they pulled the chains out, me and Cole were like, please God. And then he answered. It was beautiful, you know. It was awesome.
Talk to me about, I love, first of all, the praise of God and everything, but at the same time, you guys are the one doing all the work. Yes, he's helping, but it's you guys that are doing the work, right? Talk to me about those off-season workouts, right? Leading up to this, that extra rep of whatever weight it may be on the squats. It's all leading to this, right?
Yep. I mean, yeah, like you said it perfectly. Like all season long, we've been just trying to work for these moments and trying to lift guys up, and so that we're gone, we kind of like leave a legacy behind and get that hard work going, you know, build guys up, you know.
To steal a line out of NCAA, you guys are going the Final Four. Yeah. I mean, I don't know who you're playing yet. I know it's either Frenchtown or Lewistown. It is Frenchtown. Okay, so going to Frenchtown. Okay, so you guys have got the home win. You guys are road warriors. You're now you're still undefeated on the road. What are these bus rides? This bus ride home, the bus ride here. How much fun are those? Well, I heard yesterday there was a little bit of a hiccup, but being with these guys.
I mean, honestly, that motivated us. You know, like we came down here, and like I said it before the game, like the school spends all this money, and like other than like the city of Whitefish, like I don't think the state really thought that we were going to win this game. You know, and we used that as a motivator, and it worked out in our favor. It was beautiful, really beautiful.
How about this coaching staff? What does it mean to play for Coach Bolvig, to play for Coach Ross, to play for some former players that were in your guys' shoes? What does it mean to play, I guess, with and for this coaching staff?
Yes, sir. I mean, like Bolvig says it perfectly. It's not about football, you know. It's about character, and it's about life. Like I always say it, like I kind of feel like they're not necessarily football coaches, but they're life coaches, you know, like they're building us to be great men for the future and contributors to society, and I love it.
Sam, you're going to the Class A state semifinal round. I think this is the first time Whitefish has been to the semis since that 2015 run. What goes through your head when you hear that?
I mean, just before the game, leading up to this all week, I've just been saying to myself, like, please, one more. And I've been trying to tell that to the team. We've all been saying it all week, like just trying to get one more, and we got it. And like, let's see where this goes. I mean, this is awesome.
That's awesome. Hey, thanks for joining me. Get down, celebrate. I got about 10 more of these guys to run through. So
Let's go, baby.
Perfect. Keep it
Roll
going.
Dogs, baby.
I love it. Who wants to go next? Go. Get Vlad Shestak here.
Yeah, excuse me. My English isn't the best of Russian.
Actually, I know exactly what I'm going to ask you first now. How do you say the Whitefish Bulldogs are going to the Class A semifinals in Russian? Can you say that? Is there a way to translate that anyway?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's really hard. Well, because
How about give me like Go Dogs or something then?
Иди собаки.
Say that again.
Иди собаки.
Иди собаки.
Да.
Yeah. Oh,
That means
okay. So take me through. We saw early in the season that Columbia Falls game, the reverse doesn't work, and then you guys seem to shore up not only the timing of when to use it, but the execution of it and everything. And now you've basically got it down to a perfect craft. Talk to me about that play, because that one of those end arounds is what spurred that lead late in the game.
Yeah, we rep it a lot during pregame, especially, and during the week. And honestly, Coach Boyle gave me the most motivation yesterday. He's like, "When are you gonna break one through?" And it worked. It finally came through, and it's honestly Boyle. And as a team, linemen doing their job, and a great job, and they're the reason.
How about, a play that actually I kind of forgot about it, even it gets overlooked now, but very first drive of the game, you guys have a 4th and 10. Luke throws it up, and he basically goes, I know my guy is going to out-jump your guy. Talk to me about hauling down that key catch on that very first drive.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, like during the season, I just contested balls. Like I need to catch it, and I just have trust, and Luke trusts me, and it's all glory to God, and it's just the work and putting it in, So.
How much do these guys open things up for you when you're on the field, both offensively and defensively?
Oh, always. Jake is a great blocker. He's always holding the fort down there on a reverse or something, and he's probably the least looked at blocker. And Aaron, I always see him first guy, getting the first dude that's first to threat and, reading off his butt. So.
When you started the season and everything, and if I told you at the beginning of the season, hey, you guys would be 8-2, you would have finished second in the conference, and you would go and upset Laurel by a score, would you believe me?
No, I didn't. I didn't even know where I was at, because it was first year starting, and we had a very young team, and I was just like, I didn't even know what to think. But as the season progressed, I was like, man, we have this. We got this, and I know we're going to be underdogs this season. So. And
then, going onto this field, again, I want to talk about the crowd. I mean, you get a good contingency of a crowd. I can tell you there's hundreds of people listening back home. I was getting texts all day. Talk to me about the community support and what that means to you guys.
It's just like everyone knows each other, and they're super close. And from the beginning of the season, I've met people I've never met before.
Oh, baby! There's head coach Brett Poley for you.
That as well. That's why your coach is a fan. So.
Well, we'll maybe skip the coach post game because we got a bunch of players to get to. How about one more? You're going to the Class A state semifinals. Take me through what that means to you.
Oh, that's everything. That means we got another shot, another Monday, and that we may continue to go and continue playing our best out there and for our community and everyone else.
Yeah, you guys are going to Frenchtown next week.
Let's go.
Go Dogs, right?
Yes.
All right. Vlad, thanks again for going. Yeah, give me one more Go Dogs in Russian.
Иди собаки.
I love it. That's awesome. And we'll keep the post game rolling here and see who we got next. Does Jake Thu or Aaron Anderson want it? Do we have someone else back there? Or okay, just you two. Okay.
Do you know what happened to the Sioux Falls game by chance?
Let's see. You can thank my fiance for pulling that up for me, actually. It is... Let's see. Yeah, that's good. I don't have a score yet, it doesn't look like.
It doesn't look like anyone won?
Or it doesn't look like it's been updated. I'm assuming it's over, but it doesn't look like it's been updated. Let's try to refresh the page here and see... All right, here we go. Let's see here. It is, still no final score. She'll keep looking. So
sounds like a good game.
Yeah, it was 13-7 at the half, East Helena. That's the last update I got.
Gotcha.
So either way, let's go with that very last drive. Aaron, take me through that last drive and being able to finish it off. I'm talking about on air. I'm like, okay, they have a 4th and 1. if Laurel gets it, they have a minute to go the length of the field. Go for it here, right? Why not?
Yeah. It was an unbelievable moment being in that game. You know, you have the sideline cheering for you. You have all 30, 50 people coming down to watch the Bulldogs. It's a feeling I've never had. It's better. See, fall sophomore year is one of my highlights of my life. That final drive is definitely tops it by a lot.
Take me through a game like that. You know it's not going to be a blowout one way or the other. You know it could come down to one play here or there. What's it like to be in a game, in a battle like that?
Honestly, beginning going, seeing that we had Laurel, looked like a really tough matchup. I wasn't sure about our chances. Then watched film and had faith in my guys and executed perfectly. By far the best game we've had all year. Most beautifully executed game. It was great to watch. Just an absolute brawl between two amazing Class A football teams.
I got a final score for you. East Helena 27, Columbia Falls 20. So it is Whitefish, Frenchtown. I'm going to assume Billings Central. Whitefish, Frenchtown, East Helena, and Billings. I'm going to assume Billings Central beat Hamilton. I'm going to say Hamilton probably put up a good fight knowing Hamilton.
Yeah.
Nope, never mind. It was a blowout. D.
What was it?
What's the score?
27-7.
27-7. Okay.
That's not bad.
Okay. All right. How about you guys are the final four? You're one of the last four remaining.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. Unbelievable feeling. Got the first down, looked to my sideline. I'm sitting here, look in the press box, looking down the field. Still can't believe it's real, man. Still can't believe that something like this is happening in my life. I'm so blessed to be part of this.
What'd you guys do at practice this week to get ready for this game? Coach Bolwake said that you guys might have had more focus and might have been in the most laser-eyed, just one tunnel look that you've been all year. Talk to me about that focus and that preparation.
I mean, obviously it takes a lot of effort to go into a game like this, but it was great. We had big team session Tuesday that really brought us all together, refined our plays, and going into it, it was amazing we could practice. Everyone was so dialed. We were doing everything correctly, and then when we couldn't figure something out, we talk to each other. When we talk to each other and we believe in each other, that's going to take us very far in this.
How about the growth of this team from week one when you guys play Havre and still have never seen a game get called after half, but you play Havre. Hamilton, obviously, you're right there. Mm-hmm. You have the blowout against Corvallis, the gritty win against and then conference play, and you guys just kind of take off. Talk to me about just the progression of this team from where you started to now.
I'm so proud of how far this team have come. From our D-line run stopping to our secondary getting interceptions it's amazing. I've never seen a team at any level that I've watched have this much growth throughout the season, to be going from game called off in Havre, losing by 14, to beating the number 2 ranked team in Class A Montana football.
How about when is this kid, we see him get through the line. Jake Thu is who I'm pointing at, by the way. How many times is he going to get to the line and bat one down before he just reaches up, catches one, and takes it back the other way?
I believe he has one so far, but it's not.
He's right there.
Not quite athletic enough, I guess, to get off there.
How about again? I love it because you guys just seem so close. Talk to me about what is it? How much fun is this bus ride home going to be?
Oh, it's going to be
as long as it doesn't break down.
Of course. Music blasting. Gonna have sody pops popping. It's gonna be an amazing bus ride home, man. I cannot.
The sparkling cider.
It's that's always the best feeling, especially when it's 7 hours. Gonna have an amazing bus ride home.
What does it mean, win or lose, though, to have these bus rides, to have the practices on MSU Bobcats field, to be together on the road like this? Because whatever you guys have, whatever magic you found, it seems like it's exemplified on the road.
It's just the camaraderie we have on the road. We hang out with each other all day. Me, Johnny Calles, and Cooper Akey, the road trip here, we played an hour-and-a-half game of Uno, and that's fun, but sometimes it gets too long. We were all, not a lot of people were on their phones. If we were playing Among Us.
I like that.
All of us were doing stuff together, and that really helped us team bond and really help us.
I got to teach you guys some card games. Aaron, you guys are going to the Class A semifinals. You're going to Frenchtown. You're moving on. You're one of the Final Four teams. What does that mean when you hear that?
It's unbelievable, man. From watching my brother get blown out in the playoffs to being a senior myself going into it and being a Final Four team, Whitefish High School, representing my school, representing the town that I was born and grew up in. It's a feeling it's just pure euphoria. It's a feeling I've never felt. I'm unbelievably grateful and unbelievably happy to be a part
Well,
of
I have you both up here. Tonight's player of the games are Jake Thu and Aaron Anderson.
Yeah, come on now.
Congratulations again. Get down there. I'm probably going to get in trouble by your coach because I know he's going to want to get on the road. But, whoa, look out.
Quick hands. That's why they moved me to tight.
Aaron, thanks for joining me.
Thank you so
Congratulations.
much. Oh,
We'll
Go Dogs,
grab that
baby.
from you and grab that from you. Yeah, you got to have Vlad teach you how to say all that. That needs to be how you say that, right?
Russian lesson soon.
And Jake Thu. Probably a little more comfortable this time around with the interview.
A little bit.
27, 20, 56 seconds to go in the East Helena Sioux Falls game. So it's still going.
Let's go.
Okay, there we go. So that game's still being played. Jake, coming down to Billings Central last year, you got to see your brother play his final time.
Yeah.
It was this game that he ended his high school career. Same game, different result. What does it mean now to maybe bragging rights have one over him, but to honor not just you guys, but this honors everyone who's ever put on this jersey to make it to this next round, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have bragging rights over him. He's never made it this far that we have. And honestly, this community, this whole team's a family, and honoring this jersey and this town is amazing. I love doing it. So
take me through this game. What were you able to find that allowed you to not just stay in the game with the team that lost in the championship last year, but to come in and upset them?
confidence. Everybody on this team had confidence in each other. We all trusted everyone, and everyone on the sidelines were screaming, and I don't know, our whole D-line, the whole secondary, everyone was just playing their game, and I love it.
Talk to me about these moments. We know they're not going to be a blowout win by any means. You get them to turn it over. They get you to turn it over. It very well seemed like it came down to what team, I mean, obviously what team had the ball last, but you guys, the ability to stay composed, to never, in a sense, look rattled. Even when a turnover happened, it was like, okay, that's fine, we'll get the next one. Talk to me about that aspect.
Well, it's playoffs now. We have to expect everyone to be really good competition, and we just have to take them down like they're the best team in the state, and we know that we can be the best team in the state for Class A, so I think we can keep rolling.
Offensively, what's working right now? It seems like you guys have found the perfect mesh of run and pass, especially these last few weeks. It seems like Coach Ross, the OC, he's really started to dial things, and you guys are executing. Talk to me about what's it like when you have kind of all things working like that.
Everyone wants in the game. You know, substitutions, we all get tired at times, and I think quick feet and our new legs every now and then are great. And this run offense by Cole Moses and Jordan Harden is just unbelievable. I mean, our O-line needs all the respect in the world for that, for them getting to where we are. But I think just coming together, everyone is amazing. Anytime
the Whitefish Bulldogs seem to go into a game, granted maybe not as much this time, but you guys always seem to be maybe a little smaller. Maybe that other team has a 6'4", 270 guy. You guys matched up pretty well against Laurel, even though they had some bigger guys. Talk to me about, I heard you guys say in a pregame, be the more physical team. We have to be the more physically dominant team. And you guys did just that, right?
Yeah. And it just comes down to our confidence. You know, every game we go into, they always have that bigger guy, and we just know that we have quicker feet, you know, better guys, and we can always take them down, you know?
Yep. How about, what was it? It's not the size of the heart in the dog. It's the size of the
dog in the fire.
Yeah, whatever, but you guys exemplify that, right?
Yeah. And, I mean, we have a bunch of O-linemen that are, you know, a little undersized in the way and stuff, but, I mean, they put a dog fight out there.
They're nasty.
Every single game. I mean, we get it out there every single, and our wide receivers, I mean, we have a couple big ones, you know, but we bring the dog fight, and I love it.
Does it feel like maybe a reprieve when you go up against other teams, when you have to go against a Sam Akey, have to go against a Leo Bungner, have to go against an Anderson Barilla in practice?
A little bit, yeah. You know, they give you a good fight in practice. You know, they give you a good matchup, and then you get out here and you're wondering like, oh, they weren't that bad. You know? So yeah.
Again, Jake, you're playing for the Class A semifinals. The Whitefish Bulldogs are going on to play one more. What does it mean to know, hey, regardless of if it's 0 degrees or 30 degrees on Monday, we get to be out here practicing?
It's an amazing feeling. It really is. I mean, practicing all the boys, it's a family, you know, and the coaches, all the coaches love us, and we love them. It's a great feeling coming out on Monday.
Jake, that's all I got for you. Until next week, go have a good another week
Thank
of
you so
practice. Yeah, go give your parents a big old hug. I know sister's in Mexico right now, but I know she's in for a good surprise when she gets
was
back.
watching it, yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you so
Perfect.
much.
Congratulations, bud. Again, thanks to all of the Whitefish Bulldogs here for coming up for these post-game interviews. I know they want to get on the road and celebrate and everything, so big congratulations once again to the Whitefish Bulldog football team as they come away with a monster 27 to, yeah, there it is, the size of the fight in the dogs. Thank you. 27-20 win. The Whitefish Bulldogs take care of business here in Laurel. Next week, they'll be in Frenchtown for the Class A semifinals. Hey, a big thanks to all of our sponsors for helping make this broadcast possible. Hill Brothers, our scoreboard sponsor, pre- and post-game sponsor, Scenic Zip Trip and Piggyback Barbecue, our halftime sponsor, Whitefish Credit Union, player of the game sponsor, Ortho Rehab, timeout sponsor, American Bank, national anthem sponsor, Cowgirl Coffee, starting lineup sponsor, State Farm, Joe Agee, highlight sponsor, Exceed Chiropractic, our digital sponsor, D.A. Davidson, our Jersey Boys, 50-yard line sponsor, and the rest of our sponsors, Pin and Q, Three Rivers Bank, M&C Tire, Whitefish Science Center, Stumptown Snowboards, Glacier Medical Associates, Universal Athletics, National Parks Realty, Whitefish Lake Restaurant, Great Northern Bar and Grill, Nelson's Hardware, Schellinger Construction, Dalen Dental, Bulldog Saloon Whitefish, Huck's Place, Northern Lights Dentistry, Zatuni Hansen Interiors, and the Stumptown Ice Den. Hey, for everyone at B Broadcasting Radio Network, huge shout out to my fiance Brittany Brown for getting those 5 Whitefish Bulldogs up here in the press box to for these post-game interviews. I'm Cole Havens. I hope you have a great rest of your night. As always, thank you for tuning in. And for one last time, the Whitefish Bulldogs are playing for the Class A semifinals next week at Frenchtown.